like to call to order this meeting of the Mercer County Board of Education. Can we have a roll call, please, Ms. Phillips?
District 1, Amber Franceschi. Here. District 2, Amy Hart. Here. District 3, Billy Montgomery. District 4, Ruth Pruitt.
Here.
District 5, Brandon Phillips.
Here. It's now time for our pledge of allegiance, so if everyone would please stand.
I pledge allegiance to
May I have a motion to approve this evening's agenda? I'll make a motion. Mr. Pruitt with the motion, may I have a second? Second. Mr. Montgomery, second, all in favor? It's now time for our recognitions, Mr. Booker.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to see a large crowd here tonight, and thank you, King Middle School, for hosting us tonight here at the board. And first up, we always recognize our monthly Superior Titan Award winners. We call it the Dairy Queen, Superior Titan Award winner, because they get a free blizzard along with a framed plaque. So when I call your name, if you'll come up and you can take a picture up here with your plaque and coupon here. A Superior Titan Award winner has to have perfect attendance during the month. Students are being observed. They have to complete all their homework assignments and tests. They have to have passing grades on all their assignments and tests as well. No discipline issues. They have to demonstrate great leadership skills, and they have to exhibit a winning attitude and spirit toward learning and their peers. This is one of our highest awards that we give out every month. And the Superior Titan Award winner for Mercer County Elementary School is Forrest Willem. The Superior Titan Award winner for Mercer County Intermediate School is Alexander Manzo. Congratulations. The Superior Titan Award winner for King Middle School is Carden Sickles. She's on playing a girls' basketball game tonight for the varsity, so we'll give her a plaque and blizzard here as soon as we have school. The Superior Titan Award winner for the Mercer County Senior High School is Alyssa Pittman. Congratulations to those 4 students. Next up, we've got the state wrestling finalists. This is our first year really for wrestling, and it's went really, really good. And I know the varsity postseason is coming up, and we wish them the best of luck as well. But we've had a state wrestling finalist. It's the first, of course, in Mercer County history. It was made by a 4th grader at 93 pounds, soaking wet. 10 and under. He was the state runner-up. And that's John Roos. We were really excited to hear this news that our academic team, the high school academic team, won the district's Governor's Cup championship, and they move on to the region, which we host this coming Saturday at our high school. And the members of the district champs for our high school academic team, when I call your name, come on up. That's Kate Carlton, Grayson Garrett, Sage Markham, Will Dean, Cindy Putnam, Taylor Kurtzinger, Cameron Rushin, Daphne Mullins, Aiden Matthews, Henry Lanham, Reagan Daniels, Emerson Daniels, Kylie Gibson, Hannah Phillips, Sophia Kerr, and Farron Ecker. Grace, a good look at Regents on Saturday. Some more exciting news. It's only happened 3 times previous in Mercer County history, but this year we had 2 seniors at the high school become national, be named National Merit Finalists. And that's like 1% of the 1% of all seniors in the nation. And we had 2 of them this year, and that's Kate Carlton and Cindy Putnam. Basketball game tonight, and Cindy, of course, she's at the Gatlin Academy, so we'll get them their awards for that, but we did want to recognize them. That is a huge honor. That's number 4 and number 5 for Mercer County for National Merit Finalists. The Mercer County Intermediate School Spelling Bee winners and the runner-up. We'd like to recognize the runner-up was Mason Thompson. The spelling bee this year was Georgia Grace Woods. And we had the winner and runner-up also from the middle school. They went on to the county-wide spelling bee, and we had the winner this year for the countywide spelling bee, and that is Jude Cadwell. Jude had the 2-time defending champ was from a school down the road, and he had to beat her out, and that was great to see him become the champion. That's all tonight's recognitions.
Excellent work, everyone. That's a lot of recognition. It certainly makes us proud of all the kiddos who have earned those awards. Worked very hard for that. So, right now it's time for our King Middle School presentation. Mr. Bryant, let me echo Mr. Brewer's statement. Thank you very much for the hospitality today, and we're thrilled to be here.
Appreciate you all being here, and welcome everyone. If I could have those speak and the students speak, if you all can come up here. A couple from the choir, a couple from the rest of the team. All right, welcome everyone. Again, thank you. I want to give a couple shout outs. Thank you, Mr. Atkins. Is Mr. Atkins still here? Choir director, did a wonderful job. Really proud of the choir. First time in 10 years that King Middle School's had a choir, so I thought they were fantastic. Would like to say a thank you to Miss Marnie Van Winkle for making our cookies and cupcakes. She's also our 7th grade science teacher, so I thought she did a fantastic job. She also sells cookies on the side, so if you ever need cookies, take care of it. I want to begin by the mission of our school that students created a couple years ago. A couple of the students are up here. Our student council working with some teachers. At KMS, students and staff strive to discover new heights, not just within ourselves, but within each other, so that all can learn with passion, act with courage, and change the world. And just watching our recognitions a minute ago, I thought, man, that is a lot of recognition for our school system. National Merit finalists, spelling bee winner. So really just feel like there's a positive energy. I remember saying this last year to the board, but there's just a great positive energy going on in our school system, which we really appreciate all your all's leadership. Superintendent Brewer is the first person I've ever heard say this. And when I heard him say it for the first time, it made a big impression to me. He said, we're going to be great in the triangle. Great in academics, the arts, and athletics. And I can tell you that's his focus every day. And that's been my focus. That's why I wanted to highlight the choir today. We're going to highlight the wrestling team in just a few minutes. But trying to be the best in those three areas. If you focus in those three areas, you're going to be the best. And so I appreciate his attention in those areas. So who we are. We have roughly 600 students in grades 6 through 8. Around 50 certified staff members for a total of 70 total. We offer all core content offerings, all core subjects. We have an ag program, and this year we have chickens in the greenhouse, rabbits in the show rabbits, and a state-of-the-art hydroponics system donated from K-State with about 50 koi fish in it. So that's been pretty cool. Art, music, band, choir, media science, STEM, over 30 clubs offered. Choir has been reintroduced to our school after about a 10-year absence. And Mr. Brewer stayed on me for 3 years to get that done. So I appreciate him pushing me. In a few minutes, you're going to hear from some of our choir students. And our choir director, Mr. Atkins, has done a fantastic job. Athletics, we've had all the normal school offerings. We compete in soccer conference. New for this year, and it's been fantastic. Both our boys are on this team. We've added wrestling at the middle and high school levels. And it's had such a big impression on me. I feel like every school, and this is after the first year, I feel like every school system should have a wrestling team. Just seeing how hard those boys wrestle and the makeup and the mindset, and it's just been fantastic to watch. So really appreciate you all bringing wrestling up this year for our school system. And thank you to our coaches, Coach Hampton, Coach Sellers, and all the student athletes participate with wrestling. And you're going to hear from a few of our wrestlers in just a minute. Renovations, hopefully you have time to stop in some of our restrooms. It went from the 1980s last year to 2024, 2025. So appreciate the board putting forth a lot of money to make that happen for us. And it's made a big difference in our school. Of course, we renovated the cafeteria. We've done our hallways. It's just been an outside cafeteria. It's been a fantastic adventure the last few years. Putting money and renovations in the school. Speaking of the last few years, Mr. Brewer and I were at Rotary Club a few weeks ago, and it hit me that I've been around the school system now for 20 years. You know, when you say you've done this job for 20 years, you know, I don't know, I feel like I've been saying it for a couple of years, but I've really been around here for 20 years. And so I've had the ability, I know a few of us in this room can say this, you know, when you're around the school system for a long time, you get to see trends, and you can see kind of the ebb and flow of an organization. And I can say this, that I feel like right now, from top to bottom, this is the best I've seen our school system in 20 years. And hitting on all cylinders. So again, I really appreciate what you all have done. You all are a huge part of that, Ms. Brewer. When you test, we're color-coded in our academic rating. From K-12, we're all in a high green rating. I don't know if that's been done before. So that's a big deal. King Middle School's in the top third of all middle schools in the state of Kentucky. We scored 63.5 was our overall index last year. which is top 10 in the CKEC, the Central Kentucky Education Co-op. And I'm proud of this. For a long time, we had fallen into a federal classification of TSI for our special education population in our schools, in this school. And for the second straight year, we've been out of TSI, and that population continues to grow and see growth. And really credit our teachers and just our special education director. It's been an all hands on deck. We're really proud of the growth that they've made. So we're out of all federal classification teams and perform at the high degree rating. So I don't want to say much more, but I'm going to introduce a couple students from choir and wrestling. We're going to begin with choir. We have Bella Gross, Brooks Lee, Noah Lyons, and Jennifer Hawkins. If you all can come up. And so this is the choir, choir participants, and I just asked them to share just a couple of remarks of what choir has meant to them this year.
Hello, thank you to everyone for coming. In being a choir performance, we have learned to have a passion and understanding of the history behind music. It is so great and amazing to be here and look forward to being here.
Hello. Choir has shown us some basic order of music. Just marching music and how to work with these to basically everything.
Choir has taught me to not be just a better singer, but a better person, and learn how to read, write, and work on music. I have looked for the choir this past school week. My also teacher, Mr. Atkins, has taught not only me but as well as for me and yourselves. I'm forever grateful for the opportunity to be able to name this choir. We have been taught how to work as a team and rely on each other listen. This program has shown many kids, including myself, that we love and passion for music. It has helped me connect more with my family and others. Thank you to Mr. Atkins and my peers for this wonderful choir.
We kind of threw Mr. Atkins into it too. He didn't, I mean, he got here late in the year and he never complained. He took the kids that were signed up and he really did a fantastic job this year with all those kids. All right, we have a few four wrestlers that are going to talk. We're going to begin. He's not a middle schooler, but he is one of the 3 seniors that wrestled this year. And I want to, Coach Hampton wanted him and Coach Sellers to talk just for a little bit about what wrestling meant to him as a senior. And then we have, so that's Gage Bennett. Then we've asked Kyle Bryant and Nevaeh Woods to speak just for a little bit. So we'll start with Mr. Gage Bennett.
Hello, everyone. I'm a current senior on our school's wrestling team. Although this is my first year wrestling, it has had a great impact on my mentality and has helped prepare me for my future in many ways. Unlike other team sports, wrestling is a sport where you are primarily facing adversity alone. In sports such as football, you always have your teammates and others to lean on when it gets tough, unlike wrestling. I feel like this translates to the real world in several ways. This, along with having to push through everything we have for 2 minutes straight, sets wrestling apart from any other sport. Currently, I hold a 10-3 record with hopes of qualifying for the state tournament at Regions this Saturday.
My name is Kyle Corey, and wrestling has improved my everyday life a lot. It's made me lose a lot of weight in just a few months, and makes me feel more confident with other people. Made me mentally stronger, physically, and mentally. It gave me more stamina to do more things. Wrestling is hard at some points, but in the end, if you do wrestling with what we do, because life after college will have its ups and downs. Like with wrestling, it's wins and losses. But the point of losing isn't to be upset or getting. It's what you're going to do with it, how you're going to overcome those obstacles. And so wrestling has made my life better, whether that's my confidence around people, my aggression with sports, strength, speed, and stamina.
wrestling has taught me anything, it's to keep going even when I feel like quitting. This is my first year wrestling. There were many times throughout the season that I wanted to give up and quit. But because of the support of my coaches, teammates, and family, I persevered and kept going to finish the season. Wrestling has also helped me with confidence, dependability, and made me stronger physically and mentally throughout the season. Wrestling is not about being better than someone else, it's about being better than yourself.
Thank you, and that's all I have.
Let me just say that was outstanding. First of all, our wrestlers, great season. We host more meets, folks. I'm telling you, I was out at that first meet. It was a blast. It was great to see just those kids compete, but more importantly, just how loud that gym got when they were getting after it. It was fantastic. To our choir kids, that does my heart good. I have a special place for the choirs. My heart. And I know Mr. Bryan and I talked for years about getting that going here. And so I'm thrilled that Mr. Atkins has such a huge group of kids. And you choir kids, stick with it. It opens up a lot of doors for you in the future. Starting now all the way through high school. You will find scholarship opportunities, state opportunities through KMEA. It'll be a blessing to you. So I hope you keep it up. Stay stick with it. So, we are going to take a brief recess before we continue with our board meetings. You are welcome to stay for the rest of the board meeting as well, certainly. But we're trying to brief recess. If you have to go somewhere, we understand. I do need to bring a note that we do have an addendum to the board agenda. It'll be under action items for discussion. We do have to have a brief discussion on staffing allocation, or staffing guidelines, I should say, for 2025 and 2026. So can I please have a motion to make that addendum to the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Montgomery with a motion, may I have a second, please? I'll second. Mr. Pruitt, second, all in favor? We have no one signed up for public participation, so we will go ahead and move into our report section. First up is our finance officer's report. Amber Meyer.
Okay, so the monthly financial summary basically has the breakdown of what all of the financial reports state. But our year-to-date actual at this point in time is $24.1 million in the general fund, which is an 18% increase from last fiscal year. So we're moving in the right direction, the way we want to. On the revenue side, we did have $1.1 million that we collected in taxes in the month of January. We are still on track with our tentative allocation for C. I know we talked briefly about a shortfall last month. We received notice that we should at least receive what we had been receiving. Prior, we had some talk about potential decrease still. We're looking like we're on track though, because we under budgeted what the state had told us what our allocation was, which is what we normally do in that case anyway, all the time. Because adjustments do get made throughout the year, we know that. So we're still good as far as all of that goes. I'm not stressed about that with our budget at all at this point. And then as far as our interest, those are up about almost $10,000 compared to last year at the same time. And they're $15,000 higher than we originally budgeted for this year. So even with interest rates kind of coming down a little bit compared to what they had been at the beginning of the year, we're still holding strong there as well. On the expense side, our expenses are up 11% compared to last year. At the same time, obviously the initiatives that we put into place will drive that. So staff, increases for salaries and fringe and all of that have taken place there. We've also seen increases on utilities and increases on supplies, and just like you're seeing in your personal life when you go to the grocery store and that kind of thing, we're seeing the same thing on our side of things as well. So all of that drives that increase. The good thing is we have a good carry forward amount to help, offset those increases as well. Then we have some percentages. Instruction is typically it will always be at our top of what our expenses are, and those make up right under 60% of the expenses of the general fund. And then of course you have building operations and school level supports that kind of come in right, way under that, but they're kind of in second place there with each other. And then our ending balance, like I said, is 26% higher than last year if we stay on track with where we're at currently. And basically, everything looks strong on the financial front at this point, unless for some reason we have any unforeseen circumstances that come up between now and the end of the school year. Any questions?
It's a good report. Thank you. Up next will be our attendance enrollment report, and that's great.
Good evening. Glad you enjoyed Amber's report. Last month was hard, we had a lot of illness. So the high school did, they kept the trophy, 92%, but they were the highest school, so we were struggling with attendance last month, hoping this month will be better, so.
It's been a rough stretch. But I'm thankful we kept our numbers in the 90s overall, in the 4 main schools.
Yeah, 92 is nowhere close for, 91 was backwards, it's nowhere where I'd like it to be.
But I'll add to that, a lot of school districts had to call off because their attendance was getting down to near 80%, so we're well above what all the school districts was in Kentucky.
Okay, up next is the personnel report. I think everybody's had an opportunity to review that before tonight's meeting. So next we'll move on to our student board member report. Anna Phillips.
even though it has felt like it's gone on forever, it has been a really good month overall. Like earlier, we recognized our academic team. We started competing in regions last night, so composition and future problem solving started their competition for region, and then all of the remaining categories will compete on Saturday. And this Saturday, FFA is also going to be competing at Spencer County, so we're hoping for a really good day on that one. And archery did really well last night with the high school placing first and the middle school placing third, and then the intermediate school also placing first. So that was really good to see on my Instagram feed last night. And for the arts, there is an art showcase coming up later this month. I don't know the exact date on that, but I know that several students are excited about that. There should be some art pieces shown, some songs sang, and maybe even some monologues and drama acts. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So despite the snow and terrible weather, every area of Mercer County is doing really well right now.
Thank you very much. Good report. Finally, our superintendent's report, Mr. Booth.
Good evening. I'll kind of add to what Hannah said. First up is yesterday was going to be a makeup day, but we had to take the makeup day off. And so that made March 14th, which was originally scheduled on the original calendar as a makeup day. That will be a school day now. So it's March 14th, it's a Friday. And then we're still hanging in there. You know, right now we're Friday before Memorial Day getting out. I will add, I know Ms. Hayes that came up talking about 91%, but she did get a certificate today or this past week. There's a high attendance day in the fall, and although we don't, you know, we have never taken NTI day since, you know, for many years now, but despite that, we still won the Central Kentucky region high attendance day award. So she got a certificate, got a little bent medal, looks like, but that was nice to have for our school district that we were the high attendance winner for Central Kentucky. Again, good luck to our academic team as they host regions this Saturday. It was great to have two national finalists this year. And we took a group of 22 educators to Ron Clark Academy, which is a school down in Georgia, and really brought back a lot of great ideas for improving our classroom instruction, the engagement piece, public speaking piece. We learned so many things, and we've got a meeting tomorrow after school, kind of like a follow-up to what we learned, so our next steps. So we're excited about that and what we learned down there. Good luck to our wrestling team, our basketball teams, and athletics as they all start the postseason. Coming up, boys had a great win last night. We're a top 10 global ballot team. And then I've also got Caleb here with the Trace Group from the New Elementary School. I think he's brought 1 or 2 pictures. Mr. Milam had a knee replacement, so he couldn't come fly his drone. So
Yep, I took pictures.
Caleb's still learning how to fly the drone.
I don't have drum privileges. So I climbed up on a ladder today and took a picture of Area E, which is actually the storm shelter. And what you see on top of the wall right there are the concrete beams that y'all heard about and everything. And I wanted to take this picture specifically so you guys can see the individual rooms and give you kind of a visual of what you think it'll look like.
And that's the second grade
Yeah, that's second.
classroom training.
Yeah, second grade classrooms. So the way it's kind of laid out is classroom, resource room, classroom, dining restroom, and then the same thing for kids. But yeah, those concrete beams, that will support everything for that storm shelter. I don't know if you can see the vertical rebar coming out of the very end of that wall. So that vertical rebar will then fold over and tie into the concrete slab that goes on top of that old storm shelter and tie the whole building into the other one. So it'll be extremely to show y'all those pictures and, our progress with the elementary schools that we're, decided to see once it's complete. So, moving on to the agenda, I just kind of hit on all the items right there. So this past month, we had structural steel delivered for the entire job, all the steel that we wanted to build. And, we continued the foundation and steam wall in area C, which is the gym cafeteria. Continued, CMU in area D. Let's see, slabs, let's see, continued concrete beams in area D. We've actually began installing the clay infill in the sinkhole that we talked about a couple months ago. We got it with, those couple days of warm weather we had, and then everything was bad. Cold and wet and nasty. But that's about all I have today. They've also begun installing the storm chamber. That'll run all over drainage and everything. But a lot of stuff's going on out there. Excited to share with you. But that's all I've got. Y'all got any questions?
A lot of progress.
Especially considering the health.
Yeah, we have not been blessed with good weather.
No. Almost done.
You'll see that project really take off here in another month or so. That's all I've got.
Thank you, sir, very much. We will move on to our consent agenda items. Everyone's had a chance to look at those, but one item I do want to point out is AE, and we have a proclamation to be read.
Yeah, I've asked President Aubrey Morris to come up and read that proclamation that they're asking for you all to vote on, along with our FFA crew here.
Hi, I'm Molly Shoemaker, and I'm serving as the 2024-2025 Sentinel.
Hey guys, I'm Julia Horn and I'm serving as the 2024-2025 reporter.
My name's Skylar Carrier, and I'm serving as secretary this year.
I'm Ainsley Ellis and I'm the 24-25 vice president. My name is Margaret Morris and I'm serving as the 2024-2025 Marching FA president. And before I read this proclamation off to you all, I would just like to kind of give you a gist of how we here at Marching FA celebrates National FA Week. We start off Sunday by a few of us attending my local church. It's kind of always been a tradition for us to attend the President's Home Church, despite weather. We still had a few people that were able to make it. We had lunch after, and I know it meant a lot to me for those who showed up. Yesterday, we actually, for the first time, we're supposed to have school on President's Day. And I thought that was very important because FFA Week is the week that it is because it celebrates George Washington's birthday. So we thought it would be really cool to have a theme that kind of went around that. The theme was dressed as a founding father. Obviously, we didn't get to do that, but I thought it was really cool that we had that option to do that this year. Today we had, I think it was Camo versus USA Day, which is always a big one for our school. Everyone kind of loves that one. And we're hoping to be able to carry out the rest of our themes throughout the rest of this week. The weather will cooperate with us. I know on Friday we always do Blue and Gold Day, where we have a luncheon for our teachers and with our students. We invite our whole entire chapter to come and have lunch with us, and that's always, I know, one of my favorite things. Because a lot of the things we do, it's just us. So to kind of have everyone come out and everyone celebrate, I think is really important. And then, as Hannah mentioned, on Saturday we compete in parliamentary procedure. And then we have numerous people who are participating in speeches. We have Virginia too as well. So we will be competing in lots of different things Saturday. And it's kind of just picture kind of invitational, just a practice kind of for us to get ready for Regional Day in March. And hopefully we will then proceed on to state. I will read you the proclamation. The proclamation reads, whereas FFA in agricultural education provides a strong foundation for the youth of America and for the future of food, fiber, natural resource systems. And whereas FFA promotes premier leadership, personal growth, and career success among its members, and whereas agriculture education at FFA ensure a steady supply of young professionals to meet the growing needs of the science, business, and technology of agriculture. And whereas the FFA motto, learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve, gives direction and purpose to these students who take an active role in succeeding in agricultural education. And whereas FFA promotes citizenship, volunteerism, patriotism, and cooperation, therefore, I do hereby designate the week of February 15th through 22nd, 2025 as the National FFA Week.
That is one of the finest leadership organizations around. I think I say it every year, but I don't tell you, we have a national convention one year, that was an unbelievable experience. Just being around those kids, just the environment, everything, out there in Indianapolis. And then when you watch them do the degree ceremony on Saturday at Lucas Oil, you've got, I think, 3,000 kids or so that get their degrees at that one time. That's just, it's an unbelievable leadership, so great job, you guys, great job.
That's what I was gonna say. Great job. But then the one thing that I really love about FFA, that doesn't get talked about enough, is public speaking. You notice with the girls coming up there that they're great public composure and speaking ability, looking people in the eyes. And that's a great piece of it. So thank you all.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have any other items? Consent agenda to discuss, if everyone opportunity to those? If not, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Mrs. Franceschi makes a motion, can I have a second, please?
Second.
Mr. Montgomery, second, all in favor? Okay. We'll move on now to our lone action item for discussion, and that's our staffing guidelines.
Okay, so, every year, you will at least have to review these staffing guidelines, but we normally just have to go ahead and re-approve them every year. So you can see those attached. These basically drive the allocations that are in the action items for roll call vote here in a little bit. So it tells us the calculations on how we get to the amount of staffing positions that we have in each building, the teaching positions, the administrative positions, management support positions, which would be the secretarial positions or EIAs that are typically in the library and that kind of thing, along with, it also tells you how the food service piece is broken down and how they staff as well. Are there any questions?
I don't think so. You need a motion approval on this, correct?
Yeah, but it can just be all at once, it doesn't have to be all call.
Does anyone have any questions? If not, can I get a motion for approval? Mr. Montgomery with the motion, can I have a second?
I'll second.
Ms. Hart seconds. All in favor? Okay. Now we do have our action items for roll call vote, as Mike said. Move on to the SPDN allocations.
So on this attachment, you're gonna see a page for each one of our schools, and it breaks down in the top section has a total certified and a total classified, that's the staffing portion. So those guidelines you just approved drive those numbers. Then underneath that, you're going to see where it has section 6 allocation and then some section 7 restricted funds. So those are the dollars that we set aside per pupil. The top portion, and I always want to point this out, the top portion is based off of our APM. And so if every student were to show up at a day's time, and we have 100% attendance, which I'm sure is case on the street one day, that we would have enough staff to accommodate that. The second portion on the funding is based off of their attendance. Because we don't always have 100% attendance, we base that, and this is very common for school systems to do, we base that based off of that attendance. And those are for all of your supplies. And we do have it broken down where they receive their dollars, then their custodial dollars, because we want to make sure that our schools are, fully clean and that we have all the supplies we need for our custodial staff in order to do their job. And then, back, probably 6 or 7 years ago now, we implemented, paying for the school supplies for all of our students. And so that's technically a Section 7 allocation, but we like to put it here per pupil, and then we give that to the schools along with their side-based dollars to make sure that those supplies are provided to the students. So you'll see those breakdowns on every page for, every one of our schools. It shows the allocation that's highlighted in the blue. You can see the current staffing, yes.
We've got just elementaries.
Okay, is that attachment, Holly? Yeah, refresh it.
I was gonna say, I know, it was on there or something.
Can you see them all now? Okay. So the blue under the allocation is just kind of, I point out, these are the numbers we're looking at, these are the target numbers. And then we have the current staffing in those areas, and then it shows basically our allocation versus the actual staffing. So it will show the schools, if they're gaining, losing, staying the same as far as positions go. Then on the actual funding portion, you will see, where it says over on the right-hand side, the 24-25 final. That was the final allocations we gave them in September, the dollar amount, and then I showed the difference. So that way they're aware of, what they're looking at. This is obviously a preliminary look. We do have to get these out to councils by March 1st. That's in statute, but then we always do an update come September. If for some reason we're already seeing lots of gains in one area on enrollment, and we have an influx of like kindergartners that we weren't aware were going to be coming to our district, we go ahead and make those adjustments at those times, and then we address it with that update in September. So you can kind of see that all the way back through there. You will also give a small portion of, the Section 7 funds to the preschool for those school supplies for those students as well, which is also shown at the bottom of the elementary school. Are there any questions?
Everyone good? Questions? If none, can I please have a motion to approve? I'll make a motion. Mr. Pruitt with the motion, may I have a second, please? Mrs. Franceschi, second. Roll call, Ms. Phillips.
District 1, Amber Franceschi.
Yes.
District 2, Amy Hart.
Yes.
District 3, Billy Montgomery.
Yes.
District 4, Cliff Pruitt.
Yes.
District 5, Randy Phillips.
Yes. Final item for roll call vote on mowing bids.
We were fortunate to open up the mowing bids last week and had 7 different companies that put a bid in for all the mowing around our district, which is a lot. And so you can see those bids there. We did vet each one of these, make sure we checked all the references, make sure they had the equipment, which some of them did not have enough equipment to do all this property or acreage that we've got, or the employees, or the references. So checking all that. Look back through there, you can see the total mowing. So every time they mow, that's what they charge each time. It's usually once a week for 28 weeks. So with that, we're going to recommend Homescapes LCC.
And they have provided the insurances now that on the tabulations that they didn't provide at the time of bid, which is very common once they know that they're going to final money.
That's, I was wanting to confirm that, make sure.
Yes, they already have, those policies.
Anyone have any questions?
Will Carlton on Ready Facilities spoke with them again today, because I said, make sure that they can, they'll give you, workers, they're asking for insurance on the proper documentation and the equipment list. After that conversation with them, he feels like they can handle the load.
Any other questions? If none, can I have a motion, can I have a motion to approve and accept the bid for Homescapes LLC?
I'll make that motion.
Mr. Montgomery with the motion, may I have a second? I'll second. Mr. Pruitt, second. Roll call, please.
District one, Amber Franceschi.
Yes.
District two, Amy Hart. Yes. District three, Billy Montgomery.
Yes.
District four, Cliff Pruitt.
Yes.
District five, Randy Phillips.
Yes. That's all the action items, roll call vote. Before I ask for an adjournment, motion, I do want to thank Mr. Bryan and everyone here at KMS for being a great host. I love this little foyer area. I think we did it in the media center last year, but I really like this layout. It's great job. It turned out good. And a lot of good things going on.